This is the Kia PV5, revealed at CES in Las Vegas in 2024. It's the basis of Kia's new service vehicles. It's a van, a 5-seater crew cab kind of thing in this one, and a 7-seater coming later. Look at it, it's the future. Well, it's got futuristic design to it. It's very cool. Well, I found that opinions on its design have differed somewhat, but what you can't get past is the fact that Kia has brought in a van, minibus, crew cab, whatever, starting at $32,995. That's like half the price of most of its electric rivals. 51.5 kilowatt hour version. This is the essential. Let's have a look. The Kia PV5 sits on the brand's new electric global modular vehicle platform for service vehicles, and this is a service vehicle because essentially it's a van with seats. Only 5 seats in this one, of course. The 7-seater version will be coming either later in 2026 or in 2027, and this one is the essential with a 51.5 kilowatt hour battery. Kia UK expects the Plus with the 71.2 kilowatt hour battery to be the most popular in the range. But what you get is something that is remarkably comfortable. The rear suspension is among the best I've driven in a van, on the motorway in particular, which is where a lot of these are expected to spend their time as airport shuttles and ride-hailing vehicles. It is so smooth, so quiet, so composed. Remarkably nice. Even on bumpier roads it does pretty well, actually. That's partly because of the nice suspension setup, and also the 16-inch wheels that you ride on, which, absorb the bumps really nicely. The 51.5 kilowatt hour battery of this one translates into a combined mileage of around about 183 miles. That is slightly optimistic. I didn't get anywhere near that. And it will charge it up to 150 kilowatts, depending on the charger that you find. So you can be topping it up pretty quickly. It's nicely laid out as well. It's utilitarian. It is based on a van, but $32,995 starting price. That's seriously undercutting its main rivals like the Ford Transit Electric, the Volkswagen Transporter, Mercedes V-Class or Vito. It is remarkably good value for money for something that has acres and acres of space, but also is pretty well equipped. You've got, all the essential van stuff, lots of storage, places to put bits and pieces, space down there, space underneath the seats, nice grippy pad here. You've got this central touchscreen with, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can flick through music. Oh, no, not that one. Cancel. You've got multitude of settings in here for driver assistance systems, speed limit warnings, driver attention assistance, which uses a little camera here and flashes up a thing on another little digital screen, which is this one here, which is really easy to use. You just scroll through the scrollers and buttons on the steering wheel. Very simple. The driving experience is generally pretty good, as well as having that really smooth suspension and quiet comfort about it. The PV5, the steering's decent. Not, this isn't a car or a van for feedback. Nobody cares about that. It just drives nicely. It's not even as big as maybe you might expect it to be. The Transit's bigger, the V-Class is probably bigger, but there's loads of interior space. This is a 5-seater version as opposed to the 7-seat, which does mean you have massive boot space that, quite frankly, in a vehicle that's supposed to be sort of a school run taxi or a wheelchair accessible. Actually, on the note of the wheelchair accessible vehicle, that space in the back is perfect for that, and I can see it being very popular against some other rivals that have gone through Motability or do go through Motability. It would make more sense though as a 7-seater, and you know, we had to, surprisingly, despite the size of the vehicle, had to use two cars, this and another car, for a family day out the other day, which was frustrating. But the 7-seater is coming. Nice easy sliding doors, they're not too heavy, and they open up to all this interior space. Look at it, loads of it. And places you can store stuff underneath the front seats. And the seats, oh, tip forward to reveal that massive boot space. They don't fold flat, sadly. Visibility all round is pretty good. You know, there's lots of glazed areas. The windows look narrower than they are perhaps, but you know, you can see everything. Parking's a breeze in town. Again, it's not as big as it looks. There are bigger SUVs out there, for example. The Kia PV5, yes, it's futuristic, it's got loads of space, and it's got decent tech, and it rides really nicely. It's lovely to drive, but its biggest drawcard has to be that low price. I mean, really, I can understand why Kia thinks they're going to sell hundreds of thousands of these things. Well done, Kia.